Okay, so as I have promised, we are gonna be blending the hairs with the face. So first thing first, we're gonna have to join them together, right? It's simple as that. And this is what I'm gonna be doing right now. You can see that I basically have selected both. So now let's actually just join them. After we are done with joining them, I can just remove the excess that is behind. So basically the shoulder area, the neck area. And you can see that we also have three facets right now. The first one is the white one, the hairs. The second one is the green one, the yellow part of the face, and the pink one is obviously the patches. So as you can see that I have pressed Ctrl R and we have remeshed it together. You can clearly see that. So we can actually just start blending them together, but before we do that, I think I am just gonna be removing the back area, so that we don't really need this area. In order to make the file a little bit lighter, I'm just gonna be doing that. And you can see the file actually have crashed, so I had to redo this part again. And now we can actually just continue blending. So you can see wherever you are seeing these two together, I am just gonna go with my again favorite brush, the clay strip brush, and then I'm just gonna start blending them just like we've done the patches. We've just, when we were sculpting the patches, this is pretty much the same workflow that I've used. So I am also just gonna be doing the same thing. I am just gonna be removing the volume and then re-adding that volume in order to create some really nice looking blend. So you're gonna see that right now, by the way. And the sharp line that have been created because of joining both of those objects together is basically what I'm gonna try and remove. So you can see that we still have the sharper line over there at the joint. So I'm just gonna try and remove that, and this is basically what I'm gonna be doing in this video. And again, this video is again going to be pretty repetitive, so I guess we are actually gonna be, like just do a time lapse kind of a thing. Maybe if you really want to see me do all this stuff, you can. But again, this is pretty much what I'm gonna be doing, and you can clearly see that the line that was previously there is what I am removing right now. And after the removal of the volume, I am again gonna be adding them so that the transition between the skin and the hairs would be as smooth as I possibly can make them. Right now you can see that I had to remove this volume so that the transition, again, it is super important to have a nearly nice looking transition so that the hairs actually looks nicer. And that's basically what I'm doing right now, just trying to make sure that the transition makes sense. And you can clearly see what the idea is. So I am gonna be keeping the patch. Obviously, this black area needs to be here because this black hair area is actually gonna go inside. And again, because this is a sculpture for 3D printing, I wanted to make sure that the black part, without having to paint, someone can easily identify where the black part is. So that's why I am actually keeping the black part, and I'm not really removing them, but I am just using that particular black patches in order to blend the hairs. And you can clearly see that wherever the line was, I am basically just trying to remove that line. I am just trying to remove the volume in order to do that. And if I really need to, I can also just add the volume. So it is pretty situational. You can say in this case I am adding the volume, so that's also an option. You don't always have to remove the volume, so you can also add them. And this is pretty much what I am going to be doing in this video. For its example, in this case I am adding the volume in order to blend them a little bit better. And this is pretty much it. I am just adding the volumes just like I've added the volume on my stomach while sitting on this chair for literally more than a year. I used to don't have you know belly fat, by the way, but I've increased the volume just like I'm doing right now by literally sitting on my chair. But I've started to do some exercise, so that's a good thing, right? And I am not really that consistent, I'll say that as well. But I think it's still better to just go, for example, 3 or 4 times a week, right? Rather than not going at all. So I think that's pretty nice. At least I'm going, you know consistently in a week. I know that I should be going daily, but it's better to, go sometimes rather than not going. And that's pretty much it. I am just gonna be adding and removing volume. As you can see in this case, I have removed the volume and now I am adding that. So again, situational, totally up to you. You can like use your own way, but if you are obviously not making him exactly, you can actually, I don't know, what else are you gonna be making after watching this tutorial? Maybe a real tiger skull or a real tiger sculpt. But yeah, this is what I've done, and this is pretty much what I'm gonna be doing in this video. So yeah, I am gonna see you in the next one, I guess, because this is pretty much what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye, and enjoy the time lapse. Obviously, you can increase the speed. I am not increasing the speed. I'm gonna give you the option to do that. So yes, I am gonna see you in the next one, and bye bye again.